The day after Christmas is one of the saddest days for many animal shelters. The holiday season is over. The houses are all decorated, and there's just not as much joy in the air. Unfortunately, this means fewer adoptions and more animals waiting for their forever homes. One elderly dog named Charlie was the last pet left at his shelter after Christmas. He had been overlooked by potential adopters because of his age, but a lonely grandfather named Bill knew that all he needed was someone to give him a chance. This heartwarming story is one of many that shows how adopting a senior pet can be a wonderful thing. Let's dive right in. Bill had lost his wife Mary 3 months prior to the start of the holiday season. Since then, he'd felt so lonely. All of his children had moved out of state, and he didn't have anyone to spend time with. Every day he sat by the window and watched the other senior citizens in his neighborhood walking their dogs. He wished he could have a canine companion, but he wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do. Then one day, Bill couldn't take it anymore. He picked up his phone and called the local animal shelter. "I want to adopt a senior dog," he told the person on the other end. Bill explained his situation and said that he would be happy to take any dog that needed a home. When he arrived at the shelter, an employee handed him a leash. "Here, walk this dog around the block," she instructed. As they walked, Bill noticed that the dog wasn't as active as the others. That's when he heard a small voice say, "Excuse me." Bill stopped and looked down. The dog had a blue collar on and a tag that read, "Do not approach. I'm not friendly." "Are you sure?" Bill asked. The dog sighed. "Of course I'm not friendly. No one wants to come and talk to me. You humans are all the same. You just want to pet me and give me treats. Well, I'm not interested." Bill was taken aback by what the dog had said, but he wasn't going to give up. He continued to walk around the block with the dog until it started to calm down a bit. When they returned to the shelter, Bill sat down next to the dog's cage and said, "You know, my name is Bill. What's yours?" "Charlie," the dog replied. Bill smiled. "Well, Charlie, I think we're going to be best friends." Over the next few days, Bill came back to the shelter several times to visit Charlie. They would go for walks and talks, and Bill would bring him treats. One day, Bill brought Charlie home with him. He was so excited. Finally, he had a dog to keep him company. At first, Charlie wasn't very friendly. He would growl and snap at Bill if he got too close. But Bill didn't mind. He knew that Charlie just needed some time to adjust. Every day he would sit by Charlie's cage and talk to him. And slowly but surely, Charlie started to open up. After a few weeks, Charlie was a changed dog. He loved to go on walks with Bill, and he would greet him at the door every day when he came home from work. Bill was so happy that he had adopted Charlie. He knew that they had saved each other's lives. Senior pets like Charlie often get overlooked at shelters, but they make great companions. If you're thinking about adopting a dog, consider giving a senior pup a chance. You might just save each other's life. All of the staff at the animal shelter were thrilled when they heard about Bill and Charlie's story. They knew that they had found the perfect home for Charlie. If you're interested in adopting a senior pet, contact your local animal shelter today. You might just find the perfect companion. Did you enjoy this heartwarming story? If so, please share it with your friends and family. We'd love to hear about your experiences with senior pets. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.